Sheffield Wednesday 5-minute view from the Kop. Well, I said after the last match that I couldn't see us winning a match all season. Really, that was the opportunity against Leicester. However, tongue in cheek, said we potentially could go on and beat Coventry. Now we didn't go on and beat Coventry, but you know this is a team that's worth about 100 million against a team that's worth about 5 at a push, and we're talking about a couple of decent players in there. That is really coming together now. I think we're getting players coming back. I think we're getting people settling in. I think we're getting players stepping up, especially youth. I think, Otugbayo's come on absolutely leaps and bounds in this season. Pierce Charles, I mean, what more can you say about him? What a fantastic player. He's definitely worth more than the rest of the squad put together. But everybody doing the bit. So Liam Palmer, as much as you'd probably be thinking that he would be a bit part player at this stage, he's mucking in, he's keeps himself fit, and that's a good thing. And yeah, I mean he does his bit. I think everybody today, to pull off a draw against a team that are at the top of the table by several points, the team that absolutely battered us at Hillsborough, and probably one of the only sides I've really thought this season looked miles away from where we were. But despite the fact that they had a lot of possession today, when it came down to it, possibly we had some good chances. That Yates chance after half time could have easily been a goal. I think other than that, we kept them at bay really well, and actually a lot of their opportunities were very weak shots and misses, and you got Ellis Sims, who you would expect that he's going to come on and he's going to bang a goal in. You just expect it, in the same way that Ayew did in the last match, but no. Looks pretty weak in comparison. You got Thomas Asante, who is a great player, and but not today. And you've got It's not that Coventry had an off day. I think it's just that we dealt with them really, really well, and all the players, you've got to say, all the players played really, really well, and that's the starters. I mean, we didn't have Iofa in, and Fazir came in, probably, he's saying, in his place. Chalabar in the middle, showing so much quality. And then we got 20 minutes out of Nakamba, and he's actually obviously a quality player. Just really, I don't know whether we can really just get him up to speed in the time that we've got him. And again, Kibachi gives us something going forward. So I think, yeah, I mean, David versus Goliath, and you don't often say that with Sheffield Wednesday. Certainly, once again, our fans outsung all the way through. So, yeah, well done to them as well. And the team are stepping up, and they're giving us the performances that we, as fans, deserve. I think, I really get the feeling now that we're turning the corner. I mean, two draws. We could have easily got more points. And, yeah, you never know. We might get that win before the end of the season. I think, if this is some kind of record, for me, the record this season has been probably the best support in a long time. And I'm not just talking about those glory years, early 90s. Obviously, we had amazing support then. But, yeah, really pulling together. But for me, the team, I've seen much more fight and passion this season. Little bit lacking in quality, really, at times at the back and at front, and sometimes the midfield's just passed us by. But to say that we've lost all those players, to say that the heart's been ripped out of the side with Bannon going over to Millwall, will look like potentially they're going to be going up, or at least guaranteed playoffs. I think we've just done incredible this year, and for me, that the record is that we've been so good in the face of adversity. And yeah, I think it's been well worth watching for those that got season tickets and stayed away, and I know a lot around me had done the same. Yeah, you can't do that. We're all Wednesday. We're thick and thin. We've been there during the bad times. I used to say, I've seen us in a lot worse situations before, like in third division, doing really poorly against really poor teams. Yeah, but I mean, these are the worst conditions that probably the club's ever had in this situation, with losing so many players, 18 points deducted. They've thrown everything at us, haven't they? And they've just not been able to break the spirit of the players or the fans. And that's fantastic. Well done to Wednesday. And good times ahead, hopefully. Storch making all the right noises and getting in amongst the fans. So fingers crossed that we're going to get that all sorted out on the 1st of May, I think it's going to be. And onwards and upwards, and next season could be, even with 15 points, if that ends up being, it could still be an interesting time, and a time when we're looking on a resurgent Wednesday again. Okay, that's it from me for today, and up the Owls.